What does this look like in an exam question, however? Let's take a look at this and we'll kind of figure that out. Right, this is a very typical exam type question. You get a resource like this, a weather map. We'll look at that in a moment. But let's take a look at the question. The weather in Norwich will change in the next 24 hours. But remember, a depression typically takes 24 hours to pass over. So basically that's the duration of the depression. We want to circle our command phrase, describe and explain what and why or how. Will the temperature change? That's focusing in on one aspect of the weather only. How will the temperature change over the next 24 hours? So basically what's going to happen, there is Norwich there, and this depression is going to pass overhead in the next 24 hours, and it's going to experience the warm front, the warm sector, the cold front, and after the cold front here. So that's there where you then recall this table from your head. The answer is found in the table. There's the approach of the warm front, the passing the warm front, the warm sector, passing the cold front, and behind the cold front. And you simply, for your description, read across the temperature row right to left, turning that into sentences. Then for your explanation is related to air masses. And you just put that information in, reading from right to left. So what does this look like? At present, Norwich is ahead of the warm front where the temperatures are cool. Over the next 24 hours, initially there will be a sharp rise. There it is there. As the warm front passes over, then in the warm sector the temperatures will be mild. There it is there. Then there's a sharp decrease as the cold front passes over. And behind the cold front, the temperatures are cold. You're just simply turning that into sentences, and that is your description. Your explanation. The reason for this is because ahead of the warm front there is a cool PM air mass. In the warm sector, the air mass is a warm TM from the southwest, and behind the cold front, the PM air mass then returns. Just pulling the information in from that row. So that's how knowing what the table shows and how that relates to the map enables you just to go and select the right aspect of it and just simply work your way through, in this case focusing on temperature. Right, that's acting as a model answer, so you can then use that to have a go at some of the other questions in your book. And here is the next question, a very similar question to the one we've just looked at. Describe and explain a change, this time how precipitation will change. So the previous one was temperature, now it's precipitation, so you go to the right part of the table and then just work your way across from right to left. I better go and see what my dog is barking at.